Hi, I'm Tony Fleming. Welcome to Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, I just pulled the hanging tag off of this 56 Chevy Bel Air. You know, we do a pretty big business with Bel Airs. First off, they're great style, and we're genuine car lovers here, so we kind of love to be surrounded by stuff that's just really, really cool. But anyway, the interesting thing about this Bel Air here is it's one that we've never had before in some incredible options. It's very well equipped, and it's got something that as we walk around you'll go, wow, that is really cool. Anyway, this is Harbor Blue. The Harbor Blue is, for me, an awesome color. Kind of got the matching blue and silver with light blue accents interior. The top to match. Matching steering wheel. Great chrome on this car. Now this car is very original. This is not, you know, we sell different kinds of Bel Air. Some are complete street rods where they're fuel injected, four-wheel disc brakes, airbag suspension, things like that. Absolutely not the case here. This is the way this car rolled off the showroom floor in 1956. If you were headed to your Chevrolet dealer in 1956, you would have picked out this car. It would have looked exactly like this. Nothing's been changed and nothing's been modified. Let's take a walk around. We'll kind of check that out. The feature for me that made this car incredible, which makes it extremely rare, it may be one of only 10 in the world. 10 in the world, I said. Keep in mind, I don't know if you know this, but in 56, they built over 1 million of these cars. 1 million. 57, they moved to 1.5 million, but 1 million of just this body style car, which is incredible, and there are only maybe 10 of these. This car happens to have factory air conditioning. It's got the 265 power pack. Check out the air conditioning. Let's get back to the air for just a second if we could. Look at how big it is. It was super heavy duty. You know, it had just kind of come out in homes and things like that. And everything is all the original, the way that it was perfected to be, and it actually worked, which was pretty cool. But it was very expensive for its time because you can see it's virtually the size of a home unit. But it doesn't have a huge drain on the engine because it has a large pulley. You know, today's air conditioners have a much smaller pulley. And it's got your cold air box and evaporator and condenser and things like that. But everything is nicely detailed and it's really, really cool. Get a peek in here at this engine for a minute if we could. Got the vacuum canister here for the overdrive unit. This has a 265 power pack, so it has a 4-barrel. It has the dual exhaust with the correct manifolds on it. Not changed over to an alternator, still a generator. And you look around, it's just really, really nice. Trim tag is still on it over here, showing it to be a Harbor Blue car with the correct interior colors, so everything matches. Everything is correct. It's correct sound insulation sprayed under the hood. You know, they moved away from that in the 60s when they went ahead and put the stick-on insulation, trying to lighten the cars a little bit because they were a little bit heavy. Great chrome. Great look on this car, great panel fit. You know, I get excited about it because you know what? It's an air-conditioned 56 Bel Air. It's the first year for it. I've never seen one. I've seen thousands of Bel Airs. I've been to shows. I've never seen an air-conditioned Bel Air. Brand new wide whites we put on it. It did have regular white walls on it, but these are wide whites. They really make the car pop, I think, and I think it looks great when you go to a show. We got the correct tips for the power pack engine. Exhaust sounds awesome. And then even the lock clips open nicely. So here's what we did. We took these are the wraps for the fender skirts, and these fender skirts right here go on the sides of the cars. Okay, and you can have them on or off, and I can give you views of them both ways. The car looks very different with them on and very different with them off. Let me do my best to put one on. Hopefully it won't take me an hour and a half. Got a little slot right there. That goes up in here. And hopefully that didn't take too long. They go on, and now come look at the look of the car. It changes the whole look. The white you see is a little bit of wax, and that comes right off. But look how different it looks now. But it's kind of cool. The fact that you can have like two totally different cars with just the flick of a switch. And you put this right back in here. I'll wrap these up and put them back in the towel. We also have the spare tire for here. We just didn't get a chance to put it on yet. I wanted you to see that. I saved an extra belt because these belts are actually not super easy to get because there's so few of these air-conditioned cars. I wanted whoever had this belt to have an extra one. Okay, put that right there. Trunk is nicely detailed, correct insulation. painted the correct colors, the right mat. Your father said never put the keys in the trunk before you close it. These are a couple, for instance, like this is a dealer added option, the tissue dispenser there. The interior is just really nice. You know what I'll do for you? It's interesting how easy this car starts and runs, and why don't I go ahead and start it for you right now. I wanted to show you guys a couple little things if I could. I turned the idle down a little bit just to show you how everything works. This is a speaker selector. This has the original AM radio. Every light, everything works. Let me let off the gas a little bit. Hopefully the generator light comes on. I just wanted you to see that. Turn signals work. This is a nice rare feature here. This is overdrive for the transmission. Gives you kind of a fourth gear, but not inside the transmission. It's outside, vacuum operated. And for highway cruising, especially with the power pack, I mean, it's got great power and great drive. So it lowers the RPMs. You can cruise in this thing all day long, and it's nice and smooth. And it really does drive pretty spectacular for 1956. When you think about this, car is over 50 years old, and to me, it's just amazing. And the truth of the matter is, although cars have changed, their basic pieces are still intact. An overdrive transmission was a big deal then. It's a big deal now. It was an expensive option then. It's a standard option now. But you know, if a car was $1,500 in '56, you know, now a car is $40,000. So you get what you pay for, I guess. In closing, I just want to say this. You know, anytime you can get a matching numbers, all original '56 Bel Air, that's a pretty spectacular car to begin with. But when you can find a car that has overdrive, the wide whites, the correct stereo, the right colors, all the codes are correct, and then throw in an option that is so, as far as a percentage goes, I didn't do the math, but you know, if you're talking about building like 1.3 million, 1.2 million of these cars that year, and maybe only 10 of them had air conditioning, I mean, the number is staggering of how rare this car could be. And you know what? I'm not really sure of its value, but it could be huge at the right place. We're Fleming's Ultimate Garage, 301-816-1000. Call us, we'll tell you all about it.